Welcome everyone to the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour and to the age of paid tech demos, I guess. With the release of the Switch 2 came first party titles such as Mario Kart World, upgrade packs for both Zelda games and of course the Welcome Tour. In Welcome Tour you'll be roaming around on top of a massively oversized Switch 2 and all of its accessories like the camera or Pro Controller 2. This is the first time that a tech demo is paid, at least to my knowledge. Nintendo charges $10 or €10 for this game, if we can call it a game, but the question is if it's actually good and worth it. On your journey you will need to collect stamps in every area to progress further. You can get these stamps at noteworthy points of a given piece of hardware. For example, there's one for all buttons on the Joy-Con 2s. At first I thought these are only optional, but they're very much necessary to collect. You also get a nice vibration from the Joy-Cons when you collect one. They serve as a neat way to make the player check out everything worth mentioning, but I still would have made them optional. They're not really hidden, you can find them rather quickly, except in a last area where you do need to put more effort into looking for them, but it's more than possible without a guide. You'll also come across a lot of quizzes, and I mean a lot. Before being able to take on a quiz, you'll need to read up on a given topic. In general, these info boxes are about design choices and hardware capabilities, which sometimes goes into technical details, but not enough for my taste. They're interesting to read up on, don't get me wrong, I just would have liked them to get more technical. Towards the end, the quizzes can and do feel like a grind, but never too much. And you don't need to do them, so it's good they're optional. After you read up on a given topic, you can take its quiz. They're only a few questions long and they're incredibly easy. If you pay only a little bit of attention, you can get through them no problem. Plus, many questions include a joke answer too, so you really won't have a hard time with these. Now, the minigames. Some of those you can have a hard time with. But first, some minigames are actually fun. Like dodge the spiked balls, where you have to use mouse controls to avoid falling spiked balls, or balloon hunt, where you shoot balloons as you would in an FPS shooter, or guess the frame rate, in which you can guess what you do. They're quick but fun, most of them, that is. Take Find the Strongest Rumble for instance. In the first version, you need to feel where the rumble is strongest on a line. That's easy enough. Then in the second version, you need to do it along two axes, which is borderline impossible to get good enough to get 2 medals. Some minigames are also tied to hardware, so if you don't have a Pro Controller 2 or Switch 2 camera, you cannot play the minigames that use them. You can, however, skip the minigames and you'll get silver medals for them. All you need to do is talk with the NPC of the minigame, say no, press Y 3 times quickly, 3 times holding it down for a bit, and 3 more times quickly as if it was Morse code. Tech demos are just that, they're like minigames, but the fun comes from experiencing what the hardware you're using is capable of. 2 of these are also locked behind other hardware, that being a 4K display, so if you don't have one you can play some tech demos that need it. The tech demos themselves are just fine, just what tech demos should be. They showcase well how HD Rumble is an upgrade to the HD Rumble found in the original Switch, or how variable refresh rate works. No complaints here, they're all well and good. One tech demo I would highlight is Super Mario Bros. 4K 1-1, in which you play 1-1 from the original Super Mario Bros., but instead of the screen scrolling it stretches as you go. Fun fact, the whole level is less pixels long than a 4K screen is wide. All in all, Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour is a well-made overview of the system with some minigames and tech demos thrown in. Now, should this have been a free pack-in title? Yes, 100%, it should have been. Is it good regardless? I believe so. Is it worth $10? Well, I would say if you're a collector and or you want to read up on your system's capabilities while also experiencing them yourself, it's a hard maybe. Yeah, $10 isn't much, but when you consider it really should have been free, you might see it in a different way. The tech demos and minigames included are, for the most part, fun, as is collecting the stamps, seeing the console's hardware both inside and outside while it's oversized is fun too. Also, if you're wondering, the playtime is around 10 hours, more or less. But charging for a tech demo is very much a Nintendo move. The company itself is greedy and often anti-consumer. Don't get me wrong, first-party games are really awesome, it's just the company that isn't. And I am fully aware of the fact that I contributed to their greed, but it may have been worth it if I can disincentivize more than one person to not do so. With all of that being said, Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour gets a 50 out of 100 from me. It would have been a lot higher if it wasn't paid. I cannot in good conscience recommend you actually get the game. As I said, it is well made and it is fun, but it should have been free. At least it's leagues better than 1-2 Switch ever was, and far cheaper, so there's that. So with that ends my review of Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. If you enjoyed it or found it informative, please like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one.